Yo, boys, what's up? We got more picks for the college football games Friday night. It should be two bangers. So I have three picks for you guys that I'm excited to get into in 1 second. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. So don't miss any of the free picks that I give you guys. We're up 30 units in the college football season. In my opinion, that is the best on YouTube. At least that's the best I've seen for college football on YouTube. So you do not want to miss any of the free picks I give you guys every single day for pretty much every single game. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Boys, let's go. I'm hyped. I'm trying to hit another play here. So like I said, we're up 30 units in college football. You guys can see all the plays we hit right here. If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't watched my videos since last weekend, I made VIP completely free for you guys. If you don't know what VIP is, if you've never been in a VIP before, basically, I send you guys text messages every single day of all the plays to put in. I tell you exactly how much money to put in. I tell you exactly what players and what plays to put in. I have multiple people in VIP that have already made over $1,000 during the college football season. So if you guys want to get in for free, you don't have to pay anything. All you have to do, go to the links down below, download either the Chalkboard or the Sleeper app. Just choose one or the other. Does not have to be both. Download one of these apps with code GHOST. Deposit at least $10 on that app with code GHOST. Then drop a comment on this video saying, hey, I used your code. And then I will send you guys a link to a free month of VIP. So just to be clear, all you have to do is download one of these apps and make sure when you download it, it asks you if you have a promo code. Type in code GHOST. You guys need to make sure you type in code GHOST before you deposit, okay? You also get a $100 deposit match. You guys can literally download both apps. You could download both apps, get $200 for free and a free month of VIP. If you guys are in any of these states, this is where they are available, Sleeper and Chalkboard, in these white states right here. If you guys are in one of those states, you're not in VIP, stop being lazy. I don't know what you're doing. Again, 30 units in college football. If you're betting on these games anyway, why not just get my free plays sent to you? These are what the apps look like. So make sure to hop in VIP right there. But going into the plays. So the two plays the two games I want to talk about, that the only two games on, we have Arizona versus Kansas State, which should be a banger. That's the first game we're going to talk about here. So this should be a shootout. All things considered, you never really know what's going to happen. But on paper, at least, it should definitely be a shootout. We have two teams that score a lot of points and give up a lot of points. So the first player I want to go to is going to be, or the first duo I want to go to is going to be Noah Fafita right here, quarterback for Arizona, go over. This guy is a stud. He was underrated all of last season. I swear to God, other than this last game right here, he only got 170 yards. It was against Northern Arizona for some reason. They never really played Northern Arizona very good. They didn't play him good last season. That is a fluke game. I am not going to take too much into that game, look too much into it. I think a lot of people are scared of Noah Fafita and McMillan and just the Arizona offense in general right now because of how they played last game against Northern Arizona. I would not be too scared about it. Like I said, they usually play bad. It's a fluke game. I don't want to talk too much about that. What I do want to talk about is the stats he was putting up, not only the last couple games or the first game of the season against New Mexico, but last season as well. Like I said, this dude's always been underrated. 270 yards for him, very low. Kansas State last week gave up a ton of passing yards. I forget what team they played off the top of my head, but when I was looking into it, they gave up over 300 passing yards to a team that's not even very good at passing. Arizona is one of the best passing teams in the country. This quarterback wide receiver duo they have on their team is one of the best duos in the country. So I really, really like Arizona in this game. I like Noah Fafita. When I say I like Arizona, that's not necessarily me saying I think they're going to win the game. I actually think they're going to be down in this game, and they need to pass the ball, which is even better for these player props that I'm giving you guys right here. So I really like him over 270. Like I said, they should need to pass the ball. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, one of the best duos in the country. And again, 270 just in general, I don't really care who he plays. That's very low. I think his line should always be towards 300. And then we're obviously going to pair him with McMillan. You guys saw them against New Mexico when I told you guys to take him. He had over 300 yards receiving. He was crushing this line all of last season. You guys can see the last 3 games of last season, he hit this line with ease every game. So 97 yards for him, definitely going over. And guys, if you don't, you haven't really watched my videos before, or you don't bet on college football too much, this is a correlated pair. That means if Noah Fafita goes over 270 passing yards, McMillan has about a 95% chance of going over 97 receiving yards. So this is a very, very correlated play. So this is almost me just saying, okay, take Noah Fafita over yards. I'm basically only taking one play instead of taking 2 random separate plays. We're basically taking one because either they're both going to go over or they're both going to go under, most likely, right? Occasionally you'll get the split, one goes over, one goes under, but most of the time they're both going to go over, both going to go under. So I'm saying they're both going to go over in this game against Kansas State. It should be a really good game. I believe the over-under's at 60.5, so it's projected to be a pretty high-scoring game as well. Friday Night Football, we all know, 10, knock on wood, don't want to jinx it, but it tends to be a pretty good game, usually pretty high-scoring game as well. And then the second play I want to talk about is obviously going to be in this UNLV and Kansas game. We're going to go over to UNLV, and we're going to go look at their quarterback. So their quarterback, Matthew Sluka, look at this guy's graph, okay? Obviously, I don't usually like to just base everything off graph, which, by the way, I'm definitely not basing everything off graph. I went all the way back to last year. If you guys don't know who this is a transfer quarterback from Holy Cross last season. So he played at Holy Cross. Going back through all this guy's games, this guy has never played a big-time Division I football game away in a big, crowded stadium and gone over this line. He basically hasn't ever gone to a big D1, big primetime D1 game away ever, really. But the closest game you could get to that is he played at Boston College towards the end of last season. He had 130 yards. This game, he's going at Kansas on a Friday night. That place is going to be bouncing, okay? That place is going to be loud as hell. One of the harder places to play in the country. So that's going to be a very, very tough environment for him to play in. Like you guys already saw, he's gone under 5 out of his last 5 games right here as well. This guy is a running quarterback. This guy last season for Holy Cross had more rushing games over 100 yards than he did passing games over 200 yards. This guy is basically, if you guys think Lamar Jackson's a running back, this dude is basically a full-time running back, if you think that. So Sluka runs the ball a ton, 175 passing yards. Yes, I agree. They should be down in this game. They should need to pass the ball. However, UNLV likes to run the ball regardless. They really don't care. Last game, they had like 5 or 6 different running backs touch the ball. They're going to run the ball regardless. And even if they do try to pass the ball, again, Sluka is going to come out of the pocket and take off multiple times. So even if they're trying to pass the ball, he's probably still going to take off. Not to mention, word on the street, we haven't really seen it yet, but they do have a backup quarterback that they do like as well. So hypothetically, Sluka comes in the game. He's, frustrated, playing bad because of the loud noise, everything like that. If he plays a bad first quarter, throws, 1 or 2 picks or something like that and is playing bad, pretty decent odds that he could be taken out of the game for the backup. Now, don't, rely on that or anything, but it is kind of a cherry on top. It's good to have in the back pocket to know that there is a slight possibility that he gets pulled out of the game. That's cool to know. Again, don't rely on that. I don't think that's actually going to happen, but it technically could happen. Regardless, he plays the whole game and they losing the whole game. I still think he goes under this of 174. Now, I would like to pair this with one of his receivers to go under just to make it more correlated, right? However, his receivers are so off and on, it's confusing which one he likes to pass to and which one he doesn't. So we could get a situation where Ricky White goes over his yards and Sluka still goes under. So I'm going to stay away from his receivers, play it a little bit safer today and just take this 3-man right here. But these are what the plays are going to be for the games on Friday night, guys. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, but it's going to help you guys out as well so you guys don't miss any of the free picks that I give you guys every day. Last but not least, guys, remember to sign up on Chalkboard or Sleeper. All the links are down below. Use code GHOST. You get a $100 deposit match and a free month of VIP. Just remember to drop that comment down below and you guys should be all set. But other than that, guys, let's cash this play on Friday night. I'm hyped. Good luck with all your bets and I'll catch you in the next video.